Hello, this is Aaron Nichols coming to you from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I'm going to talk a bit about the benefits of using multimedia in teaching. As instructors, it's sometimes tough to think about how multimedia can be used effectively to enhance teaching and learning. As students, most of us instructors grew up with very little multimedia incorporated into the classroom, save the occasional movie or newscast in a history or English class. Even in college, the bulk of the instruction I received, at least my experience, was presented as a straight lecture. Sure, there were a few slide presentations here and there done in some of the big lecture halls, but the diversity of multimedia tools with high teaching capabilities that exist today weren't something that most of us instructors were taught with when we were students. Hypermedia or linked media provides us with a lot of potential benefits for instruction. According to the coherence principle presented by Clark and Mayer, in order for multimedia to be effective in instruction, we need to avoid adding material that does not directly support our instructional goals. Extensive research shows that extraneous material only serves as a distraction to students and negatively affects the learning outcomes. So we want to try to keep all of the fireworks out if they're not relevant. So don't add flair for the sake of adding flair. Add it only if it is really relevant to the instructional goals. So some of us who want to charge out of the gate and blow our students away with studying multimedia presentations might find this to be disappointing, but that's not to say that we shouldn't try to impress our students. We should just try to do so in a way that supports the instructional goals. So in other words, we don't want our multimedia activities to become a distraction. We want them to truly enhance learning. Roblier did some investigating into the benefits of incorporating multimedia into the curriculum, and he found that, first off, student motivation increases because multimedia offers such a great variety. It keeps their interest going. Imagine if you're a student, rather than writing 5 research papers in a semester, what if your professor offered to you varied projects that teach the same content or the same scholarly process? Website development, podcasting, blogging, all of these different activities can add variety and keep boredom at bay. Secondly, multimedia also offers flexible learning. For students who have low aptitude in one form of communication, say writing, audio or video presentation might make for a stronger project and really encourage that student to become a better student. Third, multimedia instruction also enhances creative and critical thinking skills. Multimedia projects require creativity, and they can offer many creative options. And multimedia projects also require students to go through a process that requires decision making and extensive evaluation. And fourth and lastly, students learn how to organize written communication better when they work on multimedia projects. Think about the way a blog or a website or a well-organized website is organized, how that information is put together. Rather than viewing text as one long flowing stream of words like you would in, say, a research paper, students see written text as well-organized blocks of information, which makes that information easier to write and easier to process when it's been read. Research done by Clark and Mayer shows that effective multimedia instruction with words effectively combined with graphics is much more effective than just the plain old lecture. Clark and Mayer theorized that multimedia instruction, when done effectively, reduces cognitive load and stimulates interest. So to sum it all up, multimedia can and will improve your instruction if you use it to support your instructional goals. And that's really the key, is making sure that the multimedia is not there for the sake of having multimedia. It really is there for supporting your instructional goals. And with all the multimedia tools available, and there's so many out there, it's good to collaborate with other instructors who have the same goals in mind when it comes to incorporating multimedia into the curriculum. Bouncing ideas off of your colleagues really will make for a more robust experience when it comes to teaching with multimedia. The sources that I cited are Integrating Education into Teaching. Integrating Educational Technology into Teaching by Rob Lear, and E-Learning and the Science of Instruction by Clark and Mayer. This is Aaron Nichols, and I appreciate you viewing. Thanks.